Okay. Welcome back to our class. And so this month we are going to finish our class. Did another teacher inform you about the final for next time? มีอาจารย์แจ้งหรือยังไม่ชี
ยังไม่นะคะ
อ๋อยังไม่มีเนาะแต่ว่าน่าจะใกล้มีละ
สิ้นเดือนสิ้นเดือนนี้แหละครับอาจารย์
คิดว่าภายในเดือนนี้นะเพ
อื
ราะว่าเราก็เรี
ม
ยนตั้งแต่เข้าพรรษาเนาะตั้งแต่เข้าพรรษาจนออกละนะครับตั้งแต่เข้าพรรษาจนออกพรรษา Okay, so now we got Wei Wei and Mei Chi, Mon Wat Li, and other monks, other people from Pape. I'm not sure how many today. How's your life in Pape right now? Is there anyone there? Anyone there or no one?
Kopom
Uh,
Hero Kaprajan.
yes. How are you?
Life is good here in Paktong Chai, High Monastery.
Wow. And then, how many monks present to the class for today?
Currently two. There'll be another one joining us soon. He's with the Prajan.
Oh, I see. Okay, so how was your life in there? The climate is getting cold there, or
Uh, it's really good. It's starting to the temperature's starting to cool and a lot more mild. Seems like now that the rain retreat is over, it seemed
yeah.
like it's raining more here.
Okay, nice to hear that.
Prajan, I wanted to ask, I saw a brief moment of the video with the song you were
Yeah.
playing. That reminds me of my home in the United States of Oregon State. Do
Oh,
you do you
really?
know do you know where the video is taken?
Actually, I just go to the YouTube, so I don't know exactly. But is that in your hometown?
It looks a lot like Oregon, where I'm from. Yes,
Oh, I
อื
see. I did.
ม
So you're from Oregon, right?
Capone.
Oh,
It's right above California.
I see. I used to go to Oregon, stay in Eugene for 1 month.
Oh wow, you're so lucky.
Yeah, I'm lucky I got
Wow,
to sponsor. So they invite me to visit their home
wow.
there.
There's a really beautiful hot springs there. Did you ever
Oh,
go to any hot springs?
the hot spring, I didn't go there, but I went to the Greater Lake, I think in the mountain.
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That
Uh-huh.
that used to be a volcano, and
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
water is like I think three 3,900 feet deep.
yeah.
อืม
Yeah,
That's very nice. Yeah, in Oregon it's very nice. Very nice. The air is very fresh. I like
yes,
that too, but a little bit cold.
yeah, yeah. The water is the cleanest water I've ever seen.
Yeah, the Green Lake water. So you originally from in the city of Oregon, right? ค้างหรือเปล่า
ไม่ค้างนี่ค่ะ
เหมือนของพระคุณเจ้าจะค้าง
ฝั่งนู้นไม่แน่
โอเคฝั่งนี้ไม่เป็นไรโอเคอืมวันนี้เราas I told you now actually uh 1 2 3 4 students, right? And we still have another one. Wei is here, and then Janice, right? Janice in Singapore. Okay, Janice in Singapore. Recently, I just met one Mechi. She from her house in Yala, and then she cannot speak Thai. She cannot speak English. She
Oh.
speak only Malayu. And then she said she got audience from Ajahn in Singapore. And then she come to Pathalung, stays one temple there. And then in the mornings, 1 month, and then she just arrived in Chiang Mai, recently in Chiang Mai, and then she just asked money that she want to go back home and she don't have any money, so please give her the money. And I think that's a scam because like become pikuni or mechi. So that's maybe Thai people will please them. So that's why she asked the money. I do the investigate her, and then finally she's just angry. She's just shouting on me, and then I report to the police. I said that she cannot speak Thai, so how can you got the Thai ID? Got a Thai ID, and then she said she can speak only Malayu. Uh-huh. I'm Malayu, and then I said that asking money in Thailand is illegal. Do that is like mitchaship or the scam. Okay, so that's the thing that happened, and I think she's still in Chiang Mai, but I'm not sure which temple. So we need to warn other people for this. Okay, need to warn other people for this, and I think many in Singapore, many monks go there for kind of business too. Also, nun. Last time I went to what uh one of the temple in Little Hill, that is Thai temple, and then many monks they journey from Thailand, southern of Thailand, passing Malaysia to Singapore in order to like a Chinese New Year, right? They have celebration, so a lot of people donate money to the monks, and that's it's not, yeah, because the abbot inform us that actually he will invite some monks to come to receive, but actually other monks he didn't invite, but they also come for celebrating. Yes. Okay, so today, as I told you from last week, that we are going, because five precept, right? The five precept we already have done one by one. Actually, five precept, 1 hour we can finish all of them, but by the study of the Dhamma or Thamma, not Tham, okay, that Dhamma Scala, Dhamma study, actually we go deeper. We talk about the other components that uh, how to consider that a person did some violate to the precept, something like that. And that's a very beginning for uh, Dhamma study level, fundamental level. And then for Natam Toll, you're going to study more about the Vinaya. So Vinaya, as I mentioned for you, that we start from the five precept, eight precept, and then 10 precept for the novice, eight precept for nuns, and then monks and female monks. So that's all the precept that a Buddhist need to follow. Okay. Um, I think the signal in Papaya maybe not, sometimes it's not good, right? So that's why you lost your signal. However,
Prajan, the power goes out sometimes. That
oh,
was the issue.
mm, mm, mm. Yeah, but the mountain, power off very often because sometimes tree fall down to the electric line. Okay, so today, last time we did the test, right? The quiz for precept number 1, number 2, number 3, right? And number 4.
Hmm?
Have you done
No,
number 4?
only 3.
Only 3, right? So today we're going to do number 4 and number 5. For that. But before we go to do the quiz, I would like to share some Kalayana Tham. Kalayana Tham for fundamental is 5. Because we studied the 5 precept. Okay, so Kalayana Tham 5, or we call Benja Tham 5. Benja means 5. Tham is mean Dharma, or uh, kind of like uh, the teaching of the Buddha. So let me share about the, okay, okay, okay. So the Kalayana Dhamma or Kalayana Tham, in English we call the enabling virtue. Okay, enabling virtue. Actually, if I talk about um, how when we study the 5 precept, right? So Kalayanatham is a kind of the dharmas that should be kind to build a relationship or to build a peaceful between people by people, person by person, or society by society. Okay, so this is we call Kalayanatham. Uh-huh. So it's lucky for us that we was born in a country that's quite peaceful country, not much like fighting, right? So that's why this all the, because the Dharma of the Buddha was is a part of the teaching of the Buddha is a kind of to teach people how to cultivate metta or compassion. Metta compassion to help people each other. You see, like last time I showed some picture for you about the Thai people, right? That Chiang Mai infected by flood. Okay, so many people they are helping to these people, and that's very nice to see that people actually, if the country very peaceful, when country very peaceful, then the people they're turning to fight between them, a group themselves. I don't know what happened, but I'm not sure for other country, but yeah, Thailand like just like that. You see, whenever it's no disaster or some other problem, then Thai people, they are fighting between themselves. But whenever some area, not even southern, eastern, or north, happen some problem, then they always helping. And many people, they also from Bangkok, from other like Isan, come to help the Chiang Mai people in that time as well. So this is kind based on the teaching of the Buddha, talk about the loving kindness, or we call the metta, and the compassion. Many people, they journey to Chiang Mai. They came to Chiang Mai in order to help people without expectation. So we call tambun. And the word tambun is the word that try to do something for other people. You feel enjoy to help the other life something. Okay. Um. Yeah, so this is the kind of like the virtue that we going to do, and how to practice. Uh-huh. When we practice about the five precepts or the five panchasila, then how to build, how to cultivate relationship between human and animals, and relationship between person by person as well. Okay. Um, the five precepts and their corresponding virtue with the Kalayanatham. Okay, actually, according to Prapom Kunapon, he's our great master in Thailand. He also kind of to share us about the precept and the Kalayanatham and how they are corresponding each other. Number one, the first precept, or the first precept, abstain from killing. This is kind of like how, what is the thing that can let us to practice and follow. That is the loving kindness, or metta. Now, metta, loving kindness. So, these two different feeling. Okay, when some people kill some other or destroy something else because the anger, right? Because the hatred in anger. So that is the thing that let people to kill. But whenever people cultivate mindfulness in their mind, then there will be the mind of killing other people will know, don't have some kind of like that. Okay, so actually, love and kindness, metta, is corresponding with precept number one, so panatipata. Okay, so if we want to keep away oneself from killing, we should practice metta, loving kindness, and compassion, or we call karuna, metta karuna. Actually, it come together. Metta, so it's kind of like that. You want to help someone free from you have the good mind, the good intention to let other people to free from suffering, right? And then the other compassion is kind of to let them to be free, help them to be free from suffering. So first, we have intention, and later on, we would like to help them. Okay. Number two, the precept, not stealing or abstaining from stealing. This is atinathan. So this is actually corresponding with the livelihood, or samma ajiva. Okay, Samma Ajiva. Is there anyone heard about the Samma Ajiva before? This is from the Eightfold Path, right? The eight, the eight, and the Eightfold Path. Okay, okay, eight, the Eightfold Path. The Noble Path in Buddhism. So, what are the Eightfold Paths that you study? Number one, is there anyone remember that? The Eightfold Path. Have you ever heard before this word? Yes.
Right.
Right. First, start the first one, right?
สั
Is
มมาทิฏ
anyone
ฐินี่ไงพระอาจารย์
อะไรนะ Samadhi? Yes. Samadhi. So what should we say? Right about what?
Right
สัมมา
view,
ทิฏฐินี่
How how do we say that? Right.
right view,
Right.
right
Right view is yeah,
right
right
view ได้ไห
view
ม
or right understanding.
อ่า
Right view or right understanding.
โอเค
understanding. Right view or right understanding, right? So, number one, right understanding or right view. What does that mean? What does that mean for? How to practice right views? How to practice the
Having
huh?
having pure thoughts, Rajan.
Yep.
The way I've learned to practice
Yeah.
since I'm new to Buddhism, and it, in the beginning and even sometimes now in my short time of monkhood, I'll have impure thoughts. And when I have an impure thought, maybe it could be like jealousy, anger, or sometimes a lustful thought, whatever it is, I try to immediately cut the thought and then replace it with a positive thought. In the
Okay.
beginning, I was like, it was like forcing myself,
Yeah.
just correcting my thought, and then in time, it just has slowly my thoughts become more pure.
Yeah, thank you for the answer that you're sharing for us. That's a self-personal training about right view, right? And actually, right view or right understanding, like for example, in our daily life that we practice, why do we need to have uh, breakfast? Why do we need to have lunch and dinner, right? So right understanding, right view on eating, right? Eat to live or live to eat. So many people they eat food because they just want to live, but there are many people eat to live. So when you eat to live, that will be problem. Because some food may not be delicious for you, and then you don't like to do that. But mainly we eat for to maintain this body. Buddha mentioned Patisankhayo that we always recite before our food is called that. Why do we need to eat? So right understanding to eat it means right. You have to eat as you feel comfortable. If we will eat Thai food and very delicious, and she eats again and again, and then after eating, do you know what happened? You happy or you suffer? You suffer because we eat too much, right? We are not follow the middle path or middle way of eating, right? And this is part of example that right view on eating, uh, right view on belief, and right understanding or right view on belief. Now, people we follow different religion, right? You see, people around the world, we have they follow different faith, different belief, and when we don't have the right understanding on this or right view on belief, then we are still fighting between religion to religion, right? So never pass that uh, there are people always fighting, sometimes fighting because the name of religion, because the name of God, right? Uh-huh. Even some religion, they not even they are same religion, right? But because they're different school, they still bomb each other, they still killing each other because this as well. But the right understanding on belief according to Buddhism, when the Buddha is still alive, and there's a disciple come to visit Buddha, and he asked the Buddha that I went to different school, but every school invite me to participate, to join with them. And how do I know that which school is right or wrong? And Buddha answered to his question that whenever any school, uh, any teacher teach you about the eightfold path, then you can follow this. Start by right understanding. So if we don't have the right view on belief, right view on understanding, then people cannot find peace. Even different group, you are Singaporean, we are Thai, you are Chinese, you are American, you are African, whatever. Then people fighting because the different racism, different nationality, then they fighting each other. Like. But if we understanding, we have the right view practice, we will know that even we are different from speaking culture difference. Our country is different, and we are different nationality, but we are the same family, a family of human being, right? So whenever we speak different, we eat different, when lifestyle is different, but we hate the same thing. We hate suffering, and we love peaceful or happiness. So this is an example about right view, that Buddha supposed us to start the right view, that we should follow that. This is example of the daily life we practice about right view on belief, practice, eating, right view on owning clothes, right view on owning shoes. You're right. So as a monk, I have 2 pair of shoes for wearing. Go everywhere with 12 parachutes like this. But you know, some other people maybe have 10, maybe 20, maybe 30. When we went to the house of people in flood, so many shoes floating on the water, and we don't know who is that. And many people also report that their shoes gone as well. So you see, human, we like, if we forgot about the right view on having shoes, then we still have many, we call that, we consume more, and then we destroy the nature a lot, right, to produce our clothes, shoes, and other something to support human. Then finally the nature is not balanced, then we got how greenhouse effect, we got we got the we get a problem with the disaster, something like that. And this is, all these things is from humans action. Okay. So uh, if we are right, have understanding, that's good for us to start to do practice of ourselves. And then you see in the right hand, in this screen, I show you about, this is the eightfold path practice for human. Right view, right intention, or right speech, right action, right livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and meditation. And this all the right, we call the right practice, and humans should practice about this. Right speech. Also, the Buddha also mentioned that some teaching of the Buddha, when we want to teach to someone, we want to conversation with someone, we need to see that kind of people, that can he want, does he or she will want to listen from you, or is appropriate time to teach people or not? Is it good people to preach, to talk, or it's good time? If it's not good time, then no need to talk about the Dharma. When in the Buddha time, a hungry man, he came to the temple because he's very hungry, and he asked for the Buddha that, I want to listen to your Dharma, but Buddha said that, okay, I will teach you, but maybe later on. So asked Ananda to brought food to him, bring food to him, that uh he should eat first, because he's hungry. When he's hungry, he don't have intention to listen to the Dhamma as well. That is the thing like that. Sometimes right speech, like your friends suffer and in the hospital, right? You go to visit him or her, you say, oh, you look better now, you are stronger, you look better. So I think maybe after a week or after 2 or 3 days, you can come back home. He will feel back up because your word. But in opposite, if you said that, oh, you look so bad, huh? I think 2 or 3 days you may going to die. So your friend may suffer because you speak as well, right? So speaking, you speak, want to make people happy or suffer, it depends on you as well. So that's why whatever is say and good, encourage people, then say, then speak. If you say something and maybe that is the truth, that's the truth that you want to say, but when people listen, they've got problem killing each other, and Buddha said, this coward, no need to talk up, no need to silence better than talk, right? This is an example about the right speech, right action, and right livelihood. So I talk about right livelihood. So the right livelihood, uh, what kind of job the Buddha not allow us to to do? What kind of business the Buddha not allow us to do? How many occupations the Buddha not allow human to do? Is there any one of you heard before?
Yes. 5 or 8?
5.
Not sure.
5. There are 5 occupations or 5 jobs that Buddha are not allowed to do. What are they? Tick tock, tick tock.
TikTok, TikTok.
What are they?
Not selling the one I think ขายอาวุธอะพระอาจารย์
selling the weapon, right?
selling the weapon.
Selling the weapon. So Buddha not allow us to sell the weapon. So why
Okay.
Buddha not allow for that?
To stop the war.
Yes, to stop the war or to stop people killing each other, right? Because when people are selling like the war or some kind of like the, how do you say that? We call weapon is can destroy life, destroy a country, destroy the world. So this job would not allow humans who love peaceful should avoid from the business of trading weapon. And what about number 2? What is the number 2?
Selling human being, right?
Yes.
Okay.
How to say in English?
Organs?
Trafficking?
Yes, or organs or prostitute. Or we call human trading. I mean, like someone did a job like take people to sell to other country to get money like that.
Human trafficking.
Yeah. So I forgot a word. So English say human trafficking, right? Is right? Am I right? So this job Buddha are not allowed to do. So job number 1, Buddha mentioned keep away oneself from doing selling or trading weapon. Number 2, keep oneself from the human trading or selling human. Number 3,
no killing animals.
Yeah, a job concerned with killing animals for selling animals. So Buddha also not allowed to do all this job because that will cause the, we call it karmics law, right? We studied before, I talked to you before that the karma or the karmics, when we harm the other life, finally the karma, bad karma will back to us as well. So that is another trading, animal trading. So Buddha not allow us to do that. Okay, any other?
May I guess if should not trading also drugs or
Yes.
alcohol?
Yeah. And the drugs, okay, the drugs that Buddha not allow human to do this kind of business because this can harm other life. So, and the last one, now we got already 4, right? Number 1, we talk about the job that we should not do the job with human trading. Number 2, we should not do a job of about
First
what?
one is weapon.
First one is weapon, right? Weapon trading, human trading,
Human trading.
and then
Yes.
Animal trading,
animal trading,
and then drugs trading, and then the last one,
poison.
poison.
ใช่ไหมยาพิษนะคะพระอาจารย์
poison trading. Okay, light some before some country they produce the weapon of biology weapon, right? So this kind of like poison too. So all these 5 jobs Buddha not allow human to do. That is talk about the right livelihood. So how to live with a good job. In Thailand right now, there's the company names The Icon. It's big news. The Icon is a scam. It's a kind of like I think it's like similar like MV, but MV and the icon is a little bit slight different. So now they took all many people in the jail now in the jail that many people suffer from the this car business. So this is kind of a trading scam. Yeah, trading scam. Okay.
May I have a question?
Yes.
How about job related to gambling, like casino job?
Actually, that's um. I think when we study about livelihood, right? Talk about the kind of job that you know like some job when according to the Buddhist ethical or Buddhist ethics, so it's not good because in the Buddha's teaching also mentioned that gambling it's not good for you to do it for your life because Buddha also mentioned that and the teaching of Buddha mentioned that when you get money very easy, right? So it means that you can lose it very easy as well. And many people suffer from the gambling because sometimes they don't know the limits on themselves. They go to buy or they go to rent, loan the money from other friends, take money from other friends to gambling, and finally they have a big debt, right? And they also suffer, and many people die as well like this. So, in Thai we call abayamuk or it's a light kind of like drugs. Okay, when we talk about drugs, our mind maybe think about something that we take it right, take like drink or take, but drugs in this means something that you addict to, and then can cause problem to your health as well. So gambling is a part of the uh, I think we can categorize into drugs, but by kind of acting like that. Yeah.
Thank you, Lumpy.
Yes. Okay. So, uh, then the third precept is talk about the sexual misconduct, right? So this one it will be modesty or honest, okay? Modesty or honest of people that when we should have when you have girlfriend, boyfriend, or when you have family, you have to be trust. You may have to be honored in your family in order to create other problem. This is, I think, this problem happen around the world. Okay, happen around the world because people didn't care about much about this precept, and when many people die because of this. Many people die because they suffer from breaking this precept. So modesty or to be honest is necessary for this. And then number 4, for the precept of false speech or lying, they said that this should be cultivated about truthfulness. So also be honest and say speaking the truth and know how to speak, know how to talk to the person that when you talk to some other people can help you about good things. Something that you can say some truth you can say, but to be find out which is a proper time to say, proper people to say about that. And then number 5 is the precept number 5 is no intoxicant, or last time we talked about that is a mindfulness of sati. Sati or mindfulness is very important because the drugs or the alcohol that when people drink alcohol first, they cannot control themselves. And then second, the mindfulness very weak. So that they can broke the other precept very easily, as I mentioned. Okay. Okay, so to understand about Kalayana Tham or Kalayana Thamma, so the virtue of cultivate goodness according to the based on the 5 precepts. First one, in order to cultivate about the ethical foundations or is kind of like we need to focus on our spiritual practice, our spiritual practice, and deeply to our mental practice cultivate. Because Buddha mentioned that we have mind, body, or we have mind and body, right? So the process, according to Buddhism, like this: if our mind think, then will become speaking. We link to the speech. After speech, then link to the action of body. So we call mind, verbal, and body action. This is the process happen like this. That's because the karma from the mind, the karma from the verbal karma, and then verbal body action. So there are 3 steps of this. That's why ethical foundation should start from our mind to be mindful. Whatever bad thing, uh, bad thoughts happen to our mind, then we use mindfulness to get rid of that quickly, in order to protect our mind. If people thinks the same thing, same story every day, again and again and again and again, then they will speak about that. When they speak about again and again, they will did that. Like that. So like you some other like some people they watch the movie like criminal movie again and again and again, then finally they behave. Sometimes they did some to other people because the 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 behalf of them after they watch the movie as well. Meditative cultivation, this is part of concentration and build up or practice about mindfulness in order to developing our inner peace by the meditation or purification of the mind. Okay, so like I mentioned that our clothes, our body is easy to clean, but our mind is difficult to clean, right? So that's why we need meditation as a kind of food to the mind, as a kind of water to clean our mind. And then wisdom inside this, when we develop by our meditation, by our inner peace again by vipassana or samatha, whatever. Finally, we can go through uh, the final goal or to reach the goal of the Buddha. That is the nirvana or to get enlightened or to get panya. So now the 3 pillars. Okay, number 1, sila, samadhi, panya. Sin bring us with samadhi. And then when you practice samadhi, then your mind will cultivate with panya. Well, how do I say that? Kind of like in Buddhism, sila just like something to protect yourself. When you have full of sila, then you will be confident to like you have the bodyguard. You have like safety guard, and then when you practice meditation, you have very strong mind to practice. But if our precept is not pure, it's not completely like uh, we don't have like the pure precept. Some we broke some of them. Then finally, when we practice meditation, it's a kind of like a doubt or as a kind of disturbing your mind. So that will be let you develop your mental state very slowly. So when we practice about when we observe sila and we practice meditation and training our samadhi, then finally we will get panya. Panya we call insight, wisdom, wisdom or panya. So panya is above more than knowledge. Knowledge. Panya is something that you can get exactly all like this. Like you meditate and you have a good concentration. Finally, you get peaceful, but later on, the peaceful is just gone, right? And now you get back pain because you sit a long time, you get back pain, and then later on, master said that you have to observe. That's what happened to you. Then you just observe. You just observe about the pain again and again. Then finally, the pain will slowly will going up very strongly until the end. Then the pain slowly reduce, and then finally it finish and recycle again. So you realize that, oh, the Buddha said everything is impermanence, suffering, and selflessness. So even pain in our body is go the same process. Like the dependence origination that because of this, link to this and link as a circle like that. Okay. So actually, everyone know that cultivate sila is the virtual ethical conduct. Actually, five precepts that I just told us from the beginning, the precept number 1 to number 5 for the principle for the general people is a kind of that we should practice about that. Okay, and then when we practice about abstaining from the precept, then Kalayanatham is necessary to build another thing we call compassion, loving kindness. And there's another dharmas that we have to continue for developing, and then uh, some other thing like the honesty, thoughtfulness, and some other things, some of the principle of the Buddha that to practice that in order to keep moving on and higher for mental development. Okay. The power of samadhi, developing concentration. What else that we get from this? First, calm the mind. Yes, the mind is not like something that you just like sitting, close your eye and say that okay, I want to calm my mind. It's not something like that. Mind just like a monkey, you know. You say the monkey, if you take the monkey to put in your room and you say the monkey, please sit here for 5 minutes. It don't obey you, right? It's always jumping here and there all the time. Because our mind, same thing. Even you close your eye, but your mind jumping out, jumping to another country, jumping here and there, always busy. So uh, to calm down the mind, we need some certain techniques. That's why 37 factors of Poti 37 start from the four foundations of mindfulness, five hindrances, or whatever this is a tool. It's a kind of like um, is a kind of techniques that can support you to success your training mind. Or the 40 techniques of Kamatana. For zero, uh, Kamatana or the 40 techniques, we start from light kasina, 10 kasina, and then the dead body contemplation or whatever, this thing as a kind of to help your mind to calm down. Okay. Um, if you practice meditation, you know exactly that when you close your eye, your mind jumping out. So that's why we need some certain techniques to do more easier. Okay, and then enhancing awareness. Yes, samadhi, when we practice, is a kind of every day. If we keep practice again and again and again, then it will slowly come down your mind. And by the scientifics, they also prove that our brains also getting changed, slowly changed if we practice it every day as well. Our brain will getting like uh, producing a chemical we call endorphin for relaxing yourself as well. Unlocking insight. Okay, so when we practice keeping our mind develop, moving on again and again, then finally when we unlock the insight, that's we call the gate of enlightenment or the gate of understanding and get panya from that. The transformative benefits. Okay, this is kind of samadhi that we practice. Finally, in Buddhism, Buddha mentioned that happiness or joys. Uh-huh. joys, I think, happiness or joys. You cannot find from other material to support yourself. Only peaceful or the joys that happen in inner only, training inner only. They compare like when you taste about the sugar cane. When you eat the sugar cane, right? Then you will realize about the sweet of the sugar cane. So the Dharma or the peaceful of mind or the joys that is happen when we practice meditation and we developing our mind, then we become very stable mind. That is a kind of the peaceful mind that happen to us and cannot find out this. We may like as a monk, or we may think that like we see some couple, right? Some people they marry and say, oh, their life may be very peaceful and they happy life, but actually behind that we didn't know that what happened. Maybe they have some other problem that we don't know. Or some monks that we see they're very peaceful, but we don't know that what happened in their life. So everything it depends on the quality of the minds that people and monks practice. Panya, okay, fostering wisdom insight. So this is kind of keep moving on, cultivating by practice and until you get the true nature or the true reality of the hatred, anger, hatred, delusion, all these things to beyond our mind from that. Just like how to say that, to when you get some mental suffering, physical suffering, whatever, when you study and you pay attention to yourself, okay, you pay attention to watch yourself and then to observe yourself until pain is not belong to you. But even this body is not belong to you because we are part of nature. Finally, our skin will get wrinkled and we will turn to getting old. So we cannot say that I want to be like now. Oh, I'm 25 and a handsome guy, handsome and beautiful girl. I want to be like this. So we cannot do that, right? So because we are part of the nature. So to cultivate wisdom is beyond the nature of people. And then it's a way to free from suffering as well. And developing ability to clear, okay, and navigating until the assistance. Anicang tukkha anatta. Anicang, impermanence. Tukkha, suffering. Anatta, selflessness. Like I explained before that. Because this is the three characteristics of universe that everything will go the same process. There's nothing permanent, and then everything they have their own suffering, and then selflessness. Finally, only air, earth, water, fire, only that. Enlightenment, yes, this is called like ultimate goal according to the Buddhist teaching. Practice vipassana until get free from suffering and then stop rebirth or reincarnation. Okay, for integrating the Kalyanatham in daily life. So how to practice Kalyanatham in daily life? After we practice abstain from the 5 precepts. Number one, mindfulness. Okay, mindfulness, just like as I mentioned that it's like something that try to prevent you from the bad thing or something that to awake you from something that our mind just flowing like the water flowing down, right? So our mindfulness help us by this way. It's just like the kind of like the antivirus in your computer that is protect your computer whenever the virus attach, it will block automatic, something like that. So mindfulness is the same thing. Necessary for we practice in daily life and also meditation. Ethical conduct, okay, this is kind of like we should uh, behave on some action that we did or we have because we live in a society, so we need to practice this. We have to show our honest to be honest to our friends, and then we should follow the ethical action, something that's good do good and then avoid from bad. And compassion, this is kind of the human beings can sharing to each other. Even animals, they're also sharing the compassion as well. They're also sharing compassion. They also have like a loving kindness. But human will be the best of uh, compassion, and we should practice in order to free from all the suffering. Sometimes anger anger should kill by compassion and should kill by love and kindness. Anger, because when you be free from anger, then you have compassion, then you'll be happy with us. If you drive a car on the road, everyone's fostering, and then some car, shoo, and then they just take in front of you, right? Maybe if we have positive mind or we have like compassion, we maybe calm down before getting angry. Calm down and say that maybe he drive very fast. He take in front of me immediately because maybe his brother, his parent, his son, his wife maybe get accident or maybe they need help. Okay, and we say, okay, never mind. So please go first, like that. Then we don't need to kill each other on the street. Um, when we drive and some people don't know how to drive, they are not good in driving, and sometimes they drive not don't know the way, and you drive before that. Sometimes we get angry, right? So we get angry, we suffer, easily suffering by that. So compassion, think positive, compassion, metta, loving kindness, then it can help you in a state of get suffering, you will get happiness if you cultivate metta and compassion. Transformative journey, self-reflection. Yes, this is kind of introspection. Introspection, self-awareness or self-observing. Self-awareness. This is very important because my master always said that we are human. We know so many things outside. We know so many subjects. We know mathematics, we know English, we know biology, we know other people, we know other people's family, we know people's friend, we know so many things. But we forgot to learn and know ourselves. Sometimes we even don't know that how our behave to other. We don't know that inside how we look like. Sometimes we practice meditation, we practice the Buddhist ethics, and we feel that, oh, I'm good monk now, I'm good people now, but sometimes some situation also make you angry coming up, right? And so that is a good time to learn that, oh, that is my dipping in something inside. So we need to clean up that. We need to self observing. We need to awareness about our behalf or our emotion as well. Uh-huh. So if the more you can manage your emotion, then the more you're happy. If you cannot control your emotion or you cannot take care of yourself, when you want to get something, you're shouting. When you get angry, you're shouting to other people. That's a lot of problem. A lot of things happen later on. Okay, and the introspection kind of engages into regular self-reflection. It's kind of to things like we call Yoniso Manasikan is a kind of like thinking step by step and find out the cause and effect, action and reaction. If you speak, if you're not feeling, when you speak your word, maybe very strong, may make other people suffer or whatever, you have to come back and do the reflection for yourself. And then the transformation for embracing the process of positive change, unlock one's true potential. Yes. How to say that? I say that I should say that when we be free from uh our attachment, our ego, our emotion, and let our mind beyond on this, we will be kind of like let us to learn more, and then it's good for to practice our mind for moving on better. So what is the fruit for practicing Kalyana Dhamma or Kalyana Tham? First, we get inner peace. Okay, we get good friend, we get good family, we get good life in our lifestyle. Spiritual awakening. Okay, this is kind of like our spirit, our spiritual. We will be kind of strong mind. So this is kind of the thing that happened to us, right? And then compassionate service. As I mentioned that many light the Buddha himself, even Tevatatta tried to did some bad karma to him many times, but he's still stable. In our society, sometimes many people say some bad thing for you. They say some things not true, but they try to blame you. They try to did some bad thing for you. If you have very stable mind, calm down mind, then the truth will reveal the things that they blame about you. That okay. So we will helping each other and like that, right? So by the conclusions of embracing the path of enabling virtue on the Kalayana Tham, I think Kalayana Tham they also are kind of to let us to keep over oneself from the five precepts, to practice, observe your precept, and then to cultivate some goodness, cultivating goodness and practicing samadhi panya for you to develop more and more about uh, the goodness or the virtue that human should be practiced about that. The quality of the mind is very important for people to follow. Okay, so this is all uh, the topic about Kalayana Tham. Topic about Kalayana Tham. So I hope you all will get some main points about the Kalayana Tham or the Benja Tham, the five virtues that we should practice. Okay. So from now, I think I will give uh some quicks for you to practice. Okay, to practice about the. So you did precept number 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Already three. Then now it's number 4 and number 5.
4 and 5.
Yes. So let's see. Where's my number 4? Okay, my number 4 is here. Let's see, number 4. Okay, number 4. Number 4. Number 4 class. Okay, so I will paste on the messenger in the chat. Okay, chat box. Okay, let's send number 4. And then uh, next one is number 5. So after number 4 and number 5, if you can finish, then you submit. If you cannot finish on time, it doesn't matter. You can do it later. Okay. And number 5. Number
John can send to the Line group. I think it's better because chat box, if time end, it will disappear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can send to the chat group, okay?
Yeah,
Chat
chat
group.
Line group.
Yeah. Not Tom. Not Tom. So I will mention about uh Where are you guys? Our like group is, what is the name of our like group?
นักทำนักดำมาก
Study.
นักดำ
Not Dhamma study, right?
yes
Maybe let me
I
help to
will
share the link to the live group.
Okay,
I
you
will
share the link
yes
to the like group, okay? Okay, so then you can take your time.
precept number 5 Wait, please also share number 4 too นะ
And
okay thank you so much
thank you.